Shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom. It's Brother Ariah. I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem HaMashiach, Wamalak, Yahushua. Another strong shalom to all of the mighty brothers that go out there and labor on the highways and byways, making their body living sacrifice. In the rain, the tumults, the demons, the uprises, the uproars, they out there standing 10 toes down for the name of the Lord. Another strong shalom to all of the mighty brothers that are not out there as of yet, but they're building themselves up. Reading, praying, fasting, being diligent, taking notes, doing everything they could do to put themselves in a position to shake the hand and wake up the hopeful elect. Another strong shalom to all of the mighty akwaf in this thing that actually sincerely reverence their husbands, being teachers of good things to the children at home, being quiet, shamefaced, submissive, loving, steadfast, cooking, sewing, cleaning, doing all of the righteous acts of our foremothers on fire for the Lord. Another strong shalom to all of the mighty akwaf that are not married as of yet, but they're building themselves up. Reading, praying, fasting, being shamefaced, magnifying the Most High God, His beloved Son Yahushua. Another strong shalom to all of the mighty children in this thing. Abstaining from all lust, concupiscence, and peer pressure, standing 10 toes down for the name of the Lord. And last but not least, another strong shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, doing everything they could do to make their body living sacrifice. This is going to be a quick video through the Spirit on the Most High never leaving you, the Most High never departing from you, having strength and knowing in your weakest state that the Most High is still with you. Right? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, and verse number 10. Look at the generations of old. So the Most High is saying, look at all of the generations from the time of Noah, from the time of Ezekiel, you understand, from the time of Isaiah, the time of Daniel, the time of the men that we read about in our fathers. Look at all of the generations. Look at Enoch, man. Look at all of the men that walked before us, right? It says, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? You know, who got confounded without an understanding in a way to righteousness? Who got confounded without an understanding how to serve the Most High? The Most High not dealing with him and speaking with him, right? It says, or who did Salakia ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or who did he ever despise that called upon him? So the Most High is putting these precepts in here for a plethora of reasons. And one of the main reasons, because the Most High knows how feeble-minded and fickle and fret man gets. Man acts as if the Most High is not around. He's not dealing with me. He forgot about me. The Most High left me. I'm catching hell, temptation. I'm going through plagues, atrocities. My mind not right, my flame flickering. You think the Most High left you. But you have to grow through temptation. I mean, it feels good sometimes, you know, to catch hell, man. So that you can grow through the Spirit. That you could come closer to the Most High. That you can have things that you have accomplished on a race and overcome. The Lord said in Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you have to prepare your mind, your soul, as well as your body for all type of temptations, man. And temptations are going to be many. From holding down, you understand, your anger, right, to maybe suffering death, right, and persecution, right? I mean, all type of things that you can imagine and can imagine that are going to happen to the righteous because the Lord has to purge you. All gold has to be purged. And that's a blessing that the Most High is choosing you to do this. It's the book of Isaiah, right? Chapter 28. And I'm going to start at Salakia, chapter 40 and verse 28. It says, how is that not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not? Meaning no matter what watch you're in, what time of the day, whatever it is. See, you know, you got certain companies they call so-called 24-hour service where your car may go out and you call them, I kind of feel a little bit better. You know, they're a 24-hour service. They're going to be on their way. Like, man needs to have some type of comfort because man is weak. Man's mentality isn't strong. Man is carnal. He has to feel like he has to see something or know something for a fact. All throughout the scriptures, what does the Lord do? He comforts his people. He comforts those that are in distress, those that are crying, those that are fainting, those that are slowly forgetting who he is. And the Lord confirms that, man. And we're his bride. Think if your wife came home every single day. Do you love me? I don't know if you love me anymore. Every other day. every other day. You know how pissed off a lot of brothers would be? Yes, I love you. I show you all the time. I tell you all the time. Many times I got to tell you. Some brothers, I'm not telling you no more. I already told you yesterday. They get angry. All right, well, I'm not in the mood for this I don't love me spirit. But the Most High comforts you all the time, 24/7, daily, week in, week out, in your dreams, your thoughts, through the servants of the Lord, through the precepts, right? Through your cogitation and your mindset. I mean, the Lord is confirming all day, every day, look, I'm not going to faint nor leave you. It says, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth the power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. So when you have no more might to carry on, how do you think you're waking up in the morning? How do you think you're going to your job every day? How do you think you're still taking care of your children? How do you still think your marriage is working? How do you still think you have brotherly love and sisterly love in congregations when things have transpired and happened and separated, your mindset and the spirit of the Most High from those people? How do you think you're able to do these things? Because of the Most High. The Lord is strengthening you up daily. You don't drink some water like Space Jam at halftime and you get jacked up and you go back out there and you start balling out, man. It's nothing carnal. You don't see the angel lifting you up on your feet. You don't perceive in your dream you wake up 7 times stronger. But the Most High is strengthening you up, man, every single day. Because if it wasn't for the Most High strength, man, a lot of brothers would have been passed out by now. Even the youth shall faint. So that's not saying they might faint. I don't know. It says even the youth shall faint. Meaning when you come into this thing, this is twofold. You have young men and young women, but you also have them that are young in the truth. A lot of brothers that may be, 60 years old, 50 years old, 40 years old, 30 years old, 20 years old. It's not necessarily a youth to that degree, but you're new to the truth. You're a youth to the truth. You're a babe in the Lord. You may only have 6 months, a year, 2 years, right? Hey, you may at 2 weeks, but you're gonna fall. You're gonna get weary. You're gonna feel, kind of like, I don't know if this is the way. I mean, we're in his mindset. If a brother never, kind of said, Lord willing, I'm gonna keep enduring. Well, that brother's a liar, man. Because there's no brother that's walking around 24/7 on fire, never fainted, never got weary, never are thinking about things that Satan plagues your mind with that just overcame and got the kingdom. You're not talking about, everybody's in his flesh. When you read Sirach, the 40th chapter, the Lord tells you, this happened to all flesh. Gets plagued, dreams, right? All of the desires, yoke of sin. These things depress man. It says even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall fall. So like young men shall utterly fall. And you're going to utterly fall, man. Some brothers may backslide, may feel like, I displeased the Lord. I'm about to fall out this truth. Some sisters may backslide, may feel like the Lord forgot about me. Some people may utterly fall and not read them for a week. Some people may utterly fall and not fast for a month. You're going to fall. You're going to go off. But in going off, what do? Who strengthens you up and you haven't fasted for a month to come back to the Lord? That sounds impossible. How distant do you have to be to the Most High by not reading for a whole entire week for the Lord to pull you up with all of them spirits on you and you ain't even fast? That's mercy. How many times have you fallen and backslid and God knows what, sin, but then you didn't fast, you didn't go to counsel, but somehow you made your way back to the scriptures? That's the Most High. That's his mercy. That's him never forgetting you or leaving you. It says, but they that wait upon the Lord. And everybody doesn't want to wait. Waiting to man is as if it's a waste of time. Waiting for man is a waste of time. Waiting, period, for man. You got certain things called VIP lines. People hate waiting so bad that they pay extra money. You got things when you go to Six Flags, King's Dominion, and amusement parks where you have fast lines where you pay ahead of time or you pay more and you skip the line. People hate lines and waiting so much that they run red lights and risk car accidents, risk hitting somebody, killing a child, man. People hate waiting so long and so bad that they skip in front of you, man. Right? And all type of mischief and evil spirits happen at grocery stores. I mean, people hate waiting. It takes patience. It takes a whole lot of temperance, but it also takes a whole lot of belief. If you're waiting for something you believe in, brother, you could wait all day. Let the Lord tell you to stand upon a rock, and I'm coming, but I'm not going to tell you when. And you just have to stay on that rock. A lot of brothers will come down. Why am I listening to an imaginary voice? I miss my wife. I need to go to work in the morning. Why you start breathing all, I don't know, Lord. The Lord telling you to follow him, but guess what? You don't want to wait. The Lord said, let me read this again. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. So the Lord said, them that actually wait upon him, them the ones he's going to strengthen up. He's not going to strengthen up everybody. He's not just going to okay, who wants to get strengthened? And everybody raise their hand. Now, that's not going to happen, man. The Lord's only going to strengthen those that actually care and that waits upon him. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 41 in verse number 17. When the poor and the needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I, the Lord, will hear them. So the Lord's not a God's way forgets about you in your temptation or forgets about you in your lower state. He's a God of you in your lower state. That's why he's a God of Israel. Who needs the Most High more than us? The white man doesn't need the Most High. The Chinese man doesn't need the Most High. The East Indian man, he doesn't need the Most High. None of these nations, they need the Most High, but Israel. Because we're the only ones that's catching hell. We're the only ones that actually need to be saved and helped. Let me read that again. It says, when the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, meaning about to faint, I, the Lord, will hear them. Meaning you have to continue to cry even to the point where you're thirsty, you're hungry, have no help. You know what people will be doing in this estate? The wicked, murmuring, complaining, thinking about all ways carnally to get what they want instead of having faith along with works and belief to pray to the Most High to give them all things. I, the Lord, will hear them, right? I, the Lord, the God of Israel, will not forsake them. I will open up rivers. It's like I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water and the dry lands springs of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar and the shittim tree and the myrtle and the oil tree, and I will set it in the desert, the fig tree and the pine and the box tree together, that they may seek and know and consider and understand together that the hand of the Lord have done this, and the Holy One of Israel have created it. Check that out, man. So the Lord want to let you know, keep you in remembrance, keep your mind fixated that it is me doing these things, and that I would never leave you, nor would I forsake you. And that's what we need to be confirmed sometimes. You know, it feel good, when the Most High confirm and let you know stuff. Now, you may be married to your wife or to your husband, 25 years. But them coming into the room, confirming their love all of this time, it means the world to you. Let me get this quick precept, right? It's the mighty book of Judith, chapter 9 and verse 11. And it reads, it says, for thy power standeth not in multitude, nor thy might in strong men. And then the Lord's not looking for the strongest man, the one that just reads 24/7, or that's 19 feet tall. The Lord don't care about that, man. Or that sister, her head wrap is to the third heaven, man. She's balancing it, right? And she's walking with 7 children, carrying them all, right? And she's sitting up there with a spoon by her elbow. She's whipping up some grits by holding 3 children in her head wrap. She got 14 books stocked in it to give to the homeless walking around. She says, look, I didn't pray today because, my spirit is strengthened already. I'll pray in a little bit. No, the Lord not looking for that, man. The Lord looks for the weak, because how did he pull you into this truth in your weakest state? With the cigarette in your hand, you stumbled upon a video. While you was in God knows whose car, you stumbled upon a knowledge. When you just came in from fornication, you stumbled upon a knowledge, right? When you just came back, right, and from damn the club, or you woke up out of jail, you just came home, and your brother said, check this out. That's a lower state. For thy power standeth not in the multitude of thy might and strong men, for thou art a God of the afflicted and a helper of the oppressed. The Lord said he helps the oppressed. Who's more oppressed than us, physically and spiritually? Who oppresses us? The spiritual demon Satan. Who has you in captivity? Who has your mind and your thoughts destroyed constantly by hatred, bitterness, envy, slothfulness, right? All type of wicked thoughts, desires, secret covetousness. That's an oppressive mind state to be in, that you're oppressed to think certain thoughts that you would never think if it was of your will. You think men want to think about cigarettes and lust about women, that the righteous? Hey, Paul said, the thing that I would, I do not, in the book of Romans, the 7th chapter. So that there's no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. And that's deep when you think about it, because you feel bad after you do certain things, after you commit certain iniquities and sins, or after you move in a certain manner, a rudish manner, a churlish manner. You feel like, why did I do that? Why am I doing that? The Most High wasn't pleased with this. It's not my true spirit. These are things that are pulling me this way and pulling me that way without my control, seemingly. This is an upholder of the weak, a protector of the forlorn, a savior of them that are without hope. The Lord said, look, I'm saving people that seemingly have no hope. Nobody to call, no reset button, no lifeline. I'm calling, I'm grabbing, I'm saving, I'm protecting these type of men. And that's beautiful when you go into it and you think about it. Let me get this quick precept. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 39. And this whole thing, right, is fire. Let me see what I want. I'm going to start at verse 11. This is Jeremiah chapter 39 and verse 11. Now Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, gave charge concerning Jeremiah to Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard, saying, so Nebuchadnezzar gave charge concerning Jeremiah. Verse 12. Take him and look well to him, and do him no harm, but do unto him even as he shall say unto thee. And Jeremiah's in captivity, meaning the Lord is going to look well to his servants, where everybody else is getting tortured, whooped, beaten, captured. And the Lord put in Nebuchadnezzar's spirit, even in the lowest state in captivity, to look well unto Jeremiah, to make sure that Jeremiah was taken care of, that he was eating, he had something to drink, he was straight, take the shackles off of him, right? Hey, the Lord will look out for you, even in captivity, man. Don't think you got to be free for the Lord to deal with you. I'm just waiting on the day of the Lord to be free. No, the Lord breaks the shackles of your mind. Hey, a lot of people, they don't really understand who they worship. We don't just worship an invisible God that just has World War III happen on the earth, and that's it. And bones breaking, and people screaming, and volcanoes, and earthquakes, and destructions. We also have a compassionate God, man. A loving, compassionate God, man. Let me get this quick precept. Let's go to the mighty book, right, of Micah. This is the book of Micah, chapter 7, right, and verse number 18. Who is a God like unto thee? Meaning, who can show compassion, love? Who can lift you up? Who can make sure that he will wipe all your tears away, right? It even said, let me get this quick precept. I'm going to come back to that. If that's not up close and personal, I don't know what is. It's the book of Revelation 21 and 4. and God shall wipe away all tears from thine eyes. That's personal. That's loving. That's compassionate. I mean, everybody's not going to do that. You could have lost a loved one. I mean, man might just give you a text message, man. Who's going to actually hold you and wipe your tears? Your husband or your wife may not even do that to the degree you would like him to. But the Most High, he's going to wipe all your tears away. All your remembrance of death, getting hurt, being beat, chastised, all thought process that have corrupted how you think, and trauma and, plagues. All of these things in this life, the Lord is going to wipe away from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither should there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And how could you cry when Yahweh is on earth, man? Didn't John put, you understand, his head on Yahweh's bosom? That's a safe place. And there's no need of terror to be scared, fearful, or overthrown in any matter. And that's how it's going to be times 7 in the kingdom. This is Micah chapter 7 and verse 18. Who is a God like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity, and passeth by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage, that retaineth not his anger forever? I mean, a man holds grudges. Man gets angry. Man is going to say, I'll never forget. I'll mark you forever. Right? The Most High doesn't move in that spirit. And all of the righteous aren't either. Otherwise, they won't be able to receive the kingdom. You have to move an image after the Most High. When we're made in his image, that's not just talking about our arms and our legs. This brother, he kind of lighter than me. This brother kind of darker than me. I don't know. Yeah, we're made in his image, but not too much carnally as it is spiritually. Because these nations aren't able to think the thoughts that we are. Break down the scriptures like we can. Have the Spirit and the Lord living in us to move us and shape us to forgive, to love, to have understanding of prophecy, to do the mighty acts and miracles. This is the image, the true image of the Most High. Not that you grow out a bush, right? And you grow out a beard, right? These are carnal things. It says he retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy. So the Lord delights to show you mercy. It's a good thing. It says he will turn again. He will have compassion upon us. He will subdue our iniquities. And thou wilt cast all their sins into the depths of the sea. So the Lord said, I'm going to take everything you've ever done against me. I'm going to bind it up. Just like it had you in captivity, I'm going to put it in captivity and throw it in the midst, in the depths of the sea. It says this: thou wilt perform the truth to Jacob and the mercy to Abraham, which thou hast sworn unto our fathers from the days of old. So the Lord's looking to fulfill his promises and all of his mercies and all of his compassions to the elect and the remnant that love, forgive, give alms, on fire, zealous, and that remember who and what we serve. Right, let me get this last closing precept. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 2. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. For I have not found thy works perfect before Yahweh. Meaning the Lord said, you better strengthen up what remains. Because what remains is the only thing keeping me and you together. You understand? I mean, you may have a limb, a body part falling off of you. And what do you do on a carnal level? You go to the doctors, you sew it up, stitches, surgery, or some type of ointments. You make sure that your body is plastered together and protected so that these things don't lose. Even when people may get in a tragic accident, they rush them to the hospital to sew their thumb back on or their leg back on. The Lord said, look, strengthen up things that's going on in your life, your marriage, your love, or your children, your understanding in this truth and escaping this world. Because look, I have not found thy works perfect. Meaning we have to perfect ourselves into the day of the Lord and reach the full stature of Yahweh. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, It's going to be a repercussion for you not watching and paying attention. I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. So continue to watch, pray, repent, and do all things to magnify Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Wamalak Yahushua. But with that, I want to close out. Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.